everyone, may peace be on you all, and welcome to another episode of I'm a Muslim and That's Okay, the very last episode for the year of 2024. And dear God, what a year it's been. I mean, I don't know, y'all. It's just, it just like speaking in biblical terms, it's like we've got four of the horsemen of the apocalypse, and all we're waiting for is the rise of the Antichrist. And before any Muslims come for me, I know that's not how like Muslims believe in all of this. I mean, we have more than four horsemen of the apocalypse, and the horsemen are in those are also metaphorical, and it's not the Antichrist for us, but this is all just like a reference to how dramatically everything has changed. Okay, it's that's the really concerning thing about all of this. Just had an election, Cheeto's back in power, and and him and his cronies are doing shenanigans. And that's the thing, we have time from now until the 20th to really, I think that that's what most people don't realize. We really need to be able to band together collectively to counter what is about to come. I can't even I feel the sense of urgency, and I see people walking around as if nothing is changed or changing, or there's nothing concerning. Like, it surprises me. It really shocks me. But I can see that things are happening. I am totally with all the strikers, the Amazon workers that are on strike, and the Starbucks, like all the employees at Starbucks that are on strike. They are doing what is needed to push forward for at least living wage. And that's important too, that moving forward, even if you say that with the oncoming administration, big corporations will have this, that, so on and so forth, it is the employees that really determine what will, or like how will corporations profit. And that's the thing. When you see employees on strike, you stand with them, because they are asking for their basic human rights, their rights to a livable wage and health care. Yeah, that's one of those things that has been, a buzz, Luigi Mangione. And I'm not going to even get into that. So, but that's the thing. Our basic rights have been squeezed out of us for so long. And now that employees, workers are striking, the rest of us should be with them. I don't care how late my packages are. And this is coming from somebody who is, I'm trying to wean myself off, but I do have an Amazon problem. Okay. But that's the thing. I am trying to taper myself off, and I encourage other people to do so as well. Find smaller businesses, okay? Because let's also face it, the way things are going on Amazon is just flooded with a lot of cheap products, and that those cheap products are made through the, I guess, slave labor. Not guess, but that's how it is. It's made through a lot of slave labor. One of those things that we do need to fight against as well. If we shop locally, shop small businesses, that's the thing. That's one of those things that are directly impacted, that you are no longer buying materials that are created through slave labor. So, yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the mindset we need to be entering into 2025, that we need to have a sense of urgency about the fact that things are not okay. That there is definite detriment, socio-economical, political, environmental, that is going on, and we're not this is it's not sustainable. Okay, it is not sustainable. Our children will grow up in a post-apocalyptic world where they don't have proper jobs, they don't have proper health care, everything is polluted, the environment, the air. It should scare us. And I don't mean to be an alarmist, but I'm so surprised at how we are not more concerned about any and all of this. So, yeah, I know it's a weird send off, but look at how things are progressing. We need to be aware that big corporations, big entities, billionaires are not looking out for us. We are just a bunch of numbers that provide with economic prosperity for them. So until we reclaim our humanity in a sense, in terms of um, or in the side of these big entities that are just there exploiting us, they will continue to exploit us. So I hope that going into 2025, at least we can have a mindset where we observe everything that's going on around us, whether it impacts us or not, and make a commitment for communal unity and collective help, collective aid. I was just That's the thing. Like I said, if we shop small or we shop locally, it helps somebody who's a small business and working locally. Go to your local farmers market, support them. Yeah, I know. In a sense, what we're used to is like having everything whenever we want it. And we have become quite intolerant towards being inconvenienced. I think that's the word I was looking for. It's like we are very intolerant towards being inconvenienced. But I think we need to wean ourselves off of this mindset that just because we couldn't find what we wanted in a specific time frame, 2-day delivery, that it's like the end of the world, when it's really not. And we need to teach our kids as well. I have this issue as well because I got a bugger who had ordered, I think, these very particular sweet treats from Australia. And I think they forget that, Australia is a bit far away. There's literally no way it's going to come in time, or like come when they want it to, because we've become so used to 2-day shipping. And he's been sitting there for the past 10 days and like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Like, nah, it can't be here yet. It's like, it's impossible for it to be here yet. But we can sort of create that level of patience within us so we can pass it on to our kids as well. That not everything has to be instant, fast, and exactly the way we want it. It opens doors to, like I said, local businesses thriving instead of people becoming antsy because there's a delay in something, or it's just like a minor mistake and we blow our top. These are the things that we need to cultivate in ourselves if we really care about leaving behind a decent future for our children. So yeah, those are the things I'm sort of like coming to terms with for myself as well. How do I wean off all the things that I'm used to? And especially since I boycott a lot of big corporations because of their hands in the genocide, not just in Palestine, but in all places, genocide in Congo, Sudan. I don't want to have my money going towards something that creates suffering for other people. So I've been trying to wean myself off of, you know, products that are made by big corporations, and it's hard. Um, I have very, very sensitive skin, and it's really ridiculously hard to find something that will suit my skin. But I've been like on this sort of hunt for good lotion that replaces my current lotion because heavy investments in Israel. So it's been a journey, but I think that's the kind of effort we need to make to do what is right, to do what sustains humanity right now and in the future. If you see local businesses struggling, or you see a strike, or you see a fundraiser for something that impacts you locally, because let's be honest, there's a lot of things going wrong simultaneously, and it can be very overwhelming. I mean, I feel it. I really, really feel it when you get bombarded with news from around the world and all the suffering and everything. You're like, I don't know how to fix everything. And the truth is, you can't. You can't fix everything, but you can get the ball rolling or start fixing things that are within reach. So that's what you do. You start fixing things within a communal level, your immediate community, your local community, maybe your state community. Start fixing things locally. And if simultaneously you can donate to help abroad, please do. But if you can't, it is still an effort in the right direction. That's what we need to really push forward for, that all people should have a livable wage. I don't care what your beliefs, politics, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a right to a livable wage to be able to raise their families safely. And that's what we need to understand, is that we need to be able to, the only way we can move forward is to be able to sustain ourselves. And we can't sustain ourselves if we are driven by capitalistic motives. Buy. There was an NSYNC flashback. Sorry, I got distracted. Just buy all the things is what I meant. And then expect everything to be okay. That's not how that works. So work at a local level, not, or if not even just that. Like, I've been slowly working on my garden. Create a garden, sustain your own garden. It helps create fresher air, if not just for your family, then like for the people around you as well. Plant more trees, please, for the love of God, plant more trees, because it is a need. We need fresh air. We need the environment to be clean. We need the nature around us to sustain everything as we know it. It really surprises me how little people are aware of the environmental impact of just the disappearance of even things that we find really creepy or crawly, insects and spiders, but they are an essential part of the ecosystem. We, no matter how much they gross us out, we need them. Okay? They don't need us. For sure, nothing on this planet needs human beings. We are the expendable thing upon this planet. So if we want a living planet for ourselves and our future generations, please plant trees, clean your environment, clean your neighborhood, do all the things. I can't stress that enough. That's one of those things I think that we should make a commitment to the few when entering into 2025, that we have to become more active in creating change. It doesn't matter which way you want to create change for. You want to create change for equity, towards more inclusiveness, to end wars and genocides, to create a better environment overall. Pick one and start working on that. Because now is not the time for discussion anymore. That's why I gave the whole spiel of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. We are at a point where it's not a joke anymore. We don't have time to be having like scholarly discussions about what to do next. We have to do something next. So yeah, that's my message going into 2025. I do wish everybody well. But realistically, if we're not doing nothing, nothing's going to go right. We have to work towards bettering ourselves, towards bettering situations for other people, even if it doesn't benefit us directly. That's the thing. That's what your commitment should be. It's not just about what you get out of this personally. It's about the big picture, I guess. That what can we do to create a better world collectively? That people suffering, the suffering of the environment, should no longer be tolerated, and that people who are benefiting off of this need to be held accountable. This is an urgent need, that the unequal wealth distribution, the hoarding of wealth, the ridiculous amount of hoarding of wealth needs to stop. Take it all, redistribute it. I don't care, because none of this is sustainable. We have to work together to create a better earth, better society, better everything. So yeah, that is my end of the year message for all y'all, and a little bit of personal, I guess, announcement. I don't even know what to call it for now, but I'm not sure what 2025 will bring for my podcast. I'm sort of like in a in between space. I am unsure how to carry it forward with my podcast. And don't get me wrong, I love doing this. I have loved it ever since I began doing it 4 years ago. But I seem to be at a crossroads, and I am unsure how to move forward with my, I guess, abilities, talents, and would I be dedicating myself to the podcast? I'm not sure. As always, y'all know I take January off. I will be thinking it through, and if I change my mind, in a sense that I will no longer be doing the podcast, y'all will be the first to know. But I'm not sure. I really am not, and I hate to spring this on y'all. But I didn't want to make a weird Instagram post, and I know a lot of y'all don't follow me on Instagram, which I'm very mad about. Okay, the address is in the show notes. The link is in the show notes. Follow me on Instagram, please, because that has my extra content, and any announcements I make are usually over there. But I just wanted to let all y'all know I'm so grateful that you've been with me these past 4 years. And I'm not saying goodbye or anything of that sort. At most, it might be like a weird little hiatus, in which I'll still be releasing if I get suitable guests. But I am, like I said, that's what this whole episode was about doing more. I want to do more, just not sure how, when, why, and I'm still sitting here trying to figure this out. If you have any ideas for me, let me know. If you want me to continue podcasting, you have ideas for that, let me know. My email address is always in the show notes as well. Send me an email, send me a DM, and let's see what I do within this month that I'm off, and how things will be moving forward. I'm so grateful for this opportunity that I've had for the past 4 years to be able to speak my truth, speak my mind, speak my heart to all y'all. So after January, I will be letting y'all know how it is. But as I always say, until then, and for as long as you may need to hear it, y'all take care of yourself, and may peace be on you all.